Hi, thanks for tuning into this video on financial literacy. My name is Lilith and I'm going to talk to you about why you should care about interest rates. Let's hop into the definition of what an interest rate is. Interest rates are the cost you pay whenever you borrow money from a lender. So whenever you're paying back the amount that you owe, lenders also charge a percentage of that original amount that you borrowed on top of your monthly payments. That is what your interest is. So it's the fee you pay for whatever amount that you borrowed from the lender. If you ever take out student loans, get a credit card, or purchase a car, you will be paying interest for those loans. So let's learn about the different types of rates and the way that your credit score will affect it to know how you can earn the lowest rates. Let's take a look at this chart comparing the rates of student loans, car loans, and credit cards. It may look intimidating that credit cards have a 15.1% interest rate compared to that of student loans and car loans, but it's always important to remember that the amount that you'll be paying in the end is dependent on how much you initially borrowed. Naturally, student loans and car loans may have larger borrowing amounts than a credit card would, so you may end up paying more interest in dollar value for your student loans and car loans than your credit cards. With different types of loans come different types of interest rates. A fixed rate loan has the same interest rate for the entirety of the borrowing period, while variable rate loans have an interest rate that can change over time. Many people prefer to have the more predictable fixed rates because they'll know exactly how much they're paying monthly. And luckily, most student loans and car loan payment plans already come with fixed rates. When it comes to student loans, you could borrow from a private lender or your state, but today we're going to talk about what happens when you take a state student loan. Each loan comes with a fixed interest rate, and once you graduate, you will begin your repayment plan when you pay a fixed amount every month plus the interest that you owe, and most payment plans are for 10 years. The average rate for undergraduates was 5.8%, and students found that when they scheduled automatic monthly payments for their loan, they would get a 0.25% interest rate deduction, which is great because you shouldn't be paying more than you have to. If you ever plan on purchasing a car, you may need a car loan in order to do so. In 2020, the average auto loan interest rate for a new car was 5.61%, and for a used car, it was 9.65%. Typically, whenever any loan has a shorter repayment period, you'll get lower interest rates. And when it comes to car loans, when you pay under 60 months, you will also have lower interest rates. We've already talked about a few ways you could lower your interest rates when it comes to student loans and car loans, but the most important factor that comes to determining interest rates is your credit score. In order to qualify for loans, lenders must trust that you'll be able to repay them. They look to your credit score in order to determine this, which is a 3-digit number based on the information in your credit history. Lenders also look to your credit score to determine how much you can borrow, how many months you will have to repay them, and how much interest it will cost you. It's known that the higher your score is, the lower your interest rates will be. So let's look at the most commonly used type of credit score, the FICO score, to see how it's calculated and how you can keep your score high. Your FICO score is based on your payment history, the amounts you've owed, the amount of new credit you still have, and the length of your credit history, which is essentially how long you've been repaying and borrowing money. FICO scores range from a score of 300 to 850, with scores ranging above 700 considered to be good, which is good enough to qualify you for most loans and for lower interest rates. Credit scores are a super important topic when it comes to financial literacy, so keep a lookout for a video from one of our team members on this topic. Thanks for tuning into this video today. I hope you find the links to the student loan and car loan calculators available in the PDF version of this infographic helpful, and I hope this video helped you gain a little bit more insight into the world of interest rates.